soon as the declaration.
There you go.
Oh, that's a missile. That's a missile.
Fucking hell.
Fucking missile. It's aircraft.
We have anti-aircraft fire right now. We're seeking cover. Before this year, very few people actually knew what Mariupol city was. Mariupol lies in the southeast of Ukraine and has been the site across the world of absolute carnage of this war, with tens of thousands of civilians killed and thousands of soldiers losing their life, and the city all but flattened. I was in Mariupol to interview and catch up with a friend who was on the front lines before the official invasion. This friend, Mr. Aslan, is currently on death row after surrendering to Russian forces in Mariupol. This was the day and only hours before the invasion of this city. No one knew what was to come. Good morning, everyone, from early morning Kramatorsk. I'm getting a private car down to Mariupol tomorrow, which is a town on the on the ocean, way down south. I have to go private because this literally crosses the entire front line, and I think this is really the only way there at the moment. Maybe the only fast way and a fast way out too, so I'm renting like a private driver. I'm still not 100% sure if we'll go. I'm seeing a friend there. Quick update on me, I'm absolutely fragged. I think I've probably slept 2 hours in the past 4 or 5 days. So it's been a bit fucking savage, and I'm trying to do my absolute best to bring you guys the best updates from here as I can, but yeah, I haven't been this fucked for a long time. Since I was in the fucking military, I haven't been this tired, but we'll cruise from there. I want you to meet this guy, and I know a lot of you will know who it is, so that should be pretty fucking wicked. Things have definitely escalated on the border, where Russia has had almost what you'd almost call a light invasion. Now, not a tank rolling down the street here, but they've declared independence of Luhansk and the Donbass region, so it's a bit fucking interesting, but I'll talk about that in something else. Right, I'm going to get some sleep in this car. I'll see you soon. Thanks, dudes. Nice to meet you.
Не, правильно вас описали, с бородой.
Oh, the beard, yes.
Да.
How to identify me. Welcome to the city of Mariupol on Ukraine's far east coast, or southeast coast, which borders Russia and the Sea of Azov. I'm here for a meeting that I drove 5 hours here, hired a car, and then literally as I was pulling in through the military checkpoint here, which got through easy with my passport, whatever, then I got a message being like, hey bro, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it. The guy I was seeing was large on social media, and he's in the front lines, you know, fighting and bombing and everything. So it would have been amazing to see him. We've known each other for a while now, but I just sadly don't think that's going to happen. So I'm going to walk down, find somewhere to take a piss, and then go see the Sea of Azov, where there's currently Russian amphibious troops on ships out there somewhere. I'm not sure if you can actually see them or not, but we'll have a squeeze. But not many people would see the Sea of Azov or the town of Mariupol. This town is very industrial. I was messaging a lady here, and I said, oh, I'm going here for the day. Do you have any suggestions? She's like, oh, why the fuck are you going there? I grew up there. I like to think I can see the positive in anything. I'm a raging optimist. So yeah, there's been a lot of escalation overnight. So there's people volunteering here cleaning up rubbish, so that's lovely. The people here, no one's going to speak English here because it's right on the Russian border, so it sort of seems the further east you go, the less and less English that's spoken. That's fun. I had a coffee, so I'm all good now. Here's the OSCE now, who's like the people that look after the ceasefires, rocking around in brand new 200 series fucking cruisers. So we'll see. Maybe the meeting will come through, maybe it won't. My driver's waiting. They only charge a few dollars an hour to wait, so I'm happy to wait a few hours and then fucking go back. The whole lift, a 10-hour sort of round trip, 8 to 10 hour round trip, is only costing me maybe just over $200. So I'm not saying that's nothing, but at the end of the day, I've paid, I don't know, 5 to 10 to come over here and do everything I've done so far, and to take a chance on something like that is 100% fucking worth it for a little bit of money. And I get to see a town which very few Westerners and even less Australians would ever get to see. Like everyone I've basically met ever here has been like, oh, I've never met an Australian before. Well, it's pretty cool, and I feel a bit bad for Australia that I'm the one they're introducing it to. Sorry, Australia, I've fucking let you down. Could have had someone who's not 6'8" and shredded like myself. That could have just had a normal bloke, eh? Right, I'll check in with you when I'm at the sea, after I find somewhere to piss. The Sea of Azov, everybody. Not many people, well, at least from my country, had come here. And according to the people I've talked to here, they're like, not many people go here either. It's not quite a beautiful beach, but I bet it is absolutely stunning in the summer. I bet it fucking, apparently everything here just transforms just beautifully. It's 35 degrees here and something, but it's fucking 0 now. So I'll put like a map up, but Mariupol sits in a fucking weird spot. So once occupied, now independent, I guess, independent Russia of Donetsk, Luhansk area, and then Crimea, which the Russians took in 2014. And there's sort of like a little sliver of land where you can get fucking don't ask. I didn't have the right of way, but they were waiting for me, and I'm like, fucking go. Anyway, yeah, there's like a land bridge between the two to get through. My biggest concern coming here was that if shit did kick off in the few hours I was here, then you would end up behind the front line on the Russian side, which wouldn't be a great look as an Aussie dude. Like, yeah, I'm just a fucking tourist here, but with a camera it's still a bit sus, I think. Sorry, I got to hump it to this light. The little green man flashing at me. So yeah, that was the concern, was getting cut off. But that is, fuck man, that was a concern for me for the 3 or 4 hours that I'm going to be here, let alone the people that live here. Like, he's sitting in between this sort of double pincer, like, that it could just close off there and then you're on the wrong side. I'll put in a map, you'll see. But yeah, there's big amphibious shit apparently up back there that could attack, cities, on the coastlines. And it's just crazy to think it's all going on and people seem to be just living everyday life. Yeah, but I guess what else can you do? They've been living with this for 8-9 years. The people are tired. Like, people are fucking exhausted of it, and I think they're just over it. They're just so fatigued from war, I think. And I see that in, and they're gonna fucking hate me for this, but I see that in some of my friends who are journalists here too. It's just exhausting and tiring, waiting, I guess, for, well, maybe not the inevitable, but waiting for the possible war. 676 series. Fucking 76 series Land Cruisers. Sick. But it's just, I think, so tiring for everyone that people are just exhausted, fatigued, and over it, and almost like, well, I wish it would happen so we just fucking move on with it. But last night was a big move, and we'll see what happens. from here. I'm not sure when this video will come out because they're all over the place, but the one maybe before or after this will explain what happened last night when we were down on the front lines. Sick. Right, this might be the last from Mariupol you see from me, but enjoy, look after yourselves. I'll see you soon, my dudes, unless something cool happens, but according to everyone, nothing happens here. I like it, I think it's pretty. Yes, it is. Soviet mosaic of some sort. There's like a rocket, fucking people hanging out. It's really rare to see Soviet stuff in Ukraine. They tried to get rid of all of it. I was getting told by one of my good friends, Julia, here, there was a huge Lenin statue in the center of Kharkiv that took them like fucking years to get rid of because it was so fucking big they couldn't move it. But it's almost a bit of spotto now to try and find it. But from some of the locals I've talked to, they're a bit like, it reminds us of our history, good or bad. It's our history, and you know, if you try and get rid of it, you might forget it, and then you're destined to repeat it, which is something I think we could learn a lot from. Definitely, you know, where we're from, ripping down statues of maybe figures that we don't maybe align morally with now ethically, but I think if we get rid of that stuff, well, are you destined to repeat history? And I would say, well, maybe yes, or learn the lessons from it. It doesn't all need to be bloody sunshine and rainbows, because people say history is written in blood, and the best way to stop that blood spilling again is look at your history and not fucking repeat it. I don't know if I said this previously, this is all over the shop, I apologise, but this city was actually occupied at one point, and then retaken back. If I had more time here, I'd try and find some plaques or murals or something, or history about that, but I'm working on some time of it, and it's not the best place to be, especially today down this way. Maybe another time, maybe another time.
Yeah, I can't.
Yeah.